everyone, and welcome to another video. Now today I'm going to be prepping Cam's hair for wash day, and I have decided that I will share that with you guys. Now as you can see, her hair is in a state and it really needs detangling. I've just had it in this ponytail. I just braided it up. She's had it out. It's gotten matted, it's tangled. There's loads of like little knots, and when she sweats in her head, that also creates some of the tangling and matting. So that's what we're going to be trying to fix today, so that by the time I'm ready to wash it, there would be less to be done. And that would also help to condition her hair a little bit as well before washing. So the first thing I'm going to do is to section her hair. I'm going to section it in about 8 different parts, and what I'm just doing is just very gently, because she's very tender-headed as well, and as the hair is so tangled and matted, I'm using my fingertips and just really just trying to get through where it's letting me. I'm not gonna try to tug and pull on it too much, because she gets, as you can see from her face, it hurts a bit sometimes when it gets like this, and I'm just going to try my best to get it sectioned, so we can work on it bit by bit. So as I have one section done, what I like to do is to just create a little bantu knot. You can do this however you want. You can clip it out the way, but I really and truly couldn't be bothered to look for the clips. That's the honest to God truth. So I'm just twisting it up into like little bantu knots. They hold fine as well, but if you have clips to hand, you can do that. Use whatever works, but this is what I'm doing at this point. So now I have the last 2 sections at the back, and this is to one side, the right side of her head that I'm starting with. So again, I'm just twisting up that section out the way, just winding it into a very loose bantu knot, and this is the first section at the back here that I'm going to work with, just using my fingertips just to try to loosen up those ends to see what I'm working it with. I like to kind of like pre-assess and see how many knots may be there, what areas are most tangled, try to get any pieces that I can separated with just my fingers. I know I'm grabbing some warm water in a spritz bottle, and I'm going to soak this section. I'm not going to be light-handed with this at all. I'm just going to drench this section or soak it with the water first, and then just gently rub it in along the section of hair. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and just grab this product, and what I'm going to use is this Grow Wash. It's from the Long and Luxe line from As I Am, and this is a cleansing cream conditioner. You can use any conditioner that you would like, but this is what I had to hand, and I wanted to give it a try anyways. And since it does have conditioning properties, I was like, okay, cool. And it may have like a little bit of something that has a little bit of slip as well that can glide along the hair. So I've applied the amount I wanted, and I'm just adding some more water, and I've grabbed my detangling brush, and I'm just going to go through these sections. Now sometimes I do start from the ends of her hair and move upwards, but it all depends. Sometimes I like to start from the top and kind of pull it down and feel where any knots or tangles are. You can use whatever method works for you. I go between several methods when it comes to detangling. It all depends on the piece of hair that I'm working with and how many knots and tangles I find and where they're located. But you can start from the ends and go upwards like I'm doing now, or you can start from the root. It's up to you. Whatever works, we are going to do. So as you can see already, this section of hair looks pretty detangled. I find at the back of her hair is usually the easiest sections to work with, but as I move like more into the middle, the knots and the tangles and stuff tend to be much worse. And in that part of her hair as well, the textures are different, So again, I have the second section down now, again spritzing it with the water and trying to soak it as much as I can. And once I'm happy with the amount of water that I have sprayed onto her hair, then I'll begin to just gently rub it in, and then like again try to separate where I can, see what I really need to do to this section of hair. Then I'm going to go in and apply the product, and once I've rubbed that in to my liking, I'm going to make sure I get it all over from the roots to the tips. Then I begin to detangle. And even though I'm working with the second section, I like to break down sections as well. That makes it so much easier and quicker for me to get through her hair. There's some parts of it that's much easier to detangle, and then other parts that have some knots. Sometimes I actually cut knots out as well. You may have seen that in previous videos. If I think that the knot is just, if I continue to try to detangle it with a tool that's going to pull out too much hair, I just try to cut that knot out and then move on. But in this instance, when I'm doing her hair, I found that this detangling brush really helped, along with the product and the technique, everything. It was easy to get a lot of the tangles and stuff out fairly quickly, much quicker than I expected actually. So as you can see, I'm just going to twist up the two sections that I've worked on before and just put them out of the way, and yeah, so that I can free up some of that hair for some of the space, so I don't keep pulling on the section of hair that's already been done. And again, I'm just going to spritz, same technique, same steps I'm going to take, and try to detangle her hair. And sections that are more difficult, I just break them down to suit. And as I said, sometimes I work from the tips to the roots, or from the roots to the tips. It all depends. But yeah. And Cami actually said to me that she found that this time she didn't really feel much. Usually detangling is a pain for her, but she said it was fine. She was just bored, really and truly just sitting there, but she was fine. And for a child, when you have a child that's tender-headed, it is such a breeze to hear, oh mom, it's not hurting me as much this time. So that is one half of her hair already that has been detangled, and you can see the difference. Her hair is looking very defined, very soft. The ends, I think, are due a trim, but that's for another time, another video. So I'm on now to the next section, and basically just doing the same thing. And as I said before, I just try to work in smaller sections, break down the hair, use my fingertips before going with any tools to see if I can detangle a bit with my fingers. And then I just grab the brush and go through. But I find, as I said previously as well, the very back of her hair is the easiest to detangle. The texture there is much looser, and I find it mats at the nape, but there's usually not as much knots. And you have to get through it. You just do a little dance when you feel bored too as you're going along. But yeah, so we are completely finished now, and as you can see, our hair has been detangled. It is looking nice, and what I decided to do is to just leave it like this for about 15 minutes, and then I went ahead and washed her hair and applied some conditioner. I left the conditioner for 15 minutes and then I washed that out, and this is how her hair is looking. It is looking nice. It's been cleansed. We are both happy, and that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll speak to you again very soon.